As a student project, she interviewed low-paid workers on campus and heard their tragic stories, including some full-time employees on food stamps. As a result, she wrote a document, "The Claims We Make Claims on Us." The Ethics Center at the university published it, and subsequent campus-wide meetings addressed this in a way never attempted before. But it didn't stop there.
And then I wrote about that for the opinion page of the Chronicle of Higher Education. I felt that was tying up the little bow on the story, but it was just the beginning, because campuses from all over began writing to our people to do similar things on their campuses for their low-paid employees. And then the story was picked up and republished in Education Digest.
Today, Merikay lives above Angels Camp in California. She is a reporter for one of the oldest newspapers in the county. It has been publishing since 1854, and she continues freelancing. Not long ago, she wrote a news feature about a man who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge and survived.
I wrote that story, I don't know, last spring or something. And it was entered in the, what is it called, the National Federation of Press Women, Northern California chapter. I'm a member. It was entered in their competition this year, and it got first place. And so, as a first place entry, it goes to the national. And I just heard yesterday that I got first place nationally for a news reporting on a daily newspaper. So I'm pretty excited that at least one of my stories was recognized nationally.
Her satisfaction with life today is evidence she has coped with change very well, because she has a positive philosophy about it.
You know, change is a fact of life. It just happens. I mean, we are in, it's like we're in a stream. They call it the stream of life, right? We're flowing. Nothing is the same. And it seems to me that we have a choice of how we want to react to change. I mean, we may find out we have an illness, or we may find out that we just got a new job, or we may find out that we just got fired, or our car needs to be replaced. All of these things are change, and we kind of choose how to respond to it. And that, I think, adds to the quality of our life, the quality. And I know that I personally want a high-quality life. I want a fun life. I want a life that matters, that has some meaning, that makes some difference. And I want a life of beauty, you know. And so I try to react to the changes I see, the changes around me, and the changes that I think are necessary with some of these traits.
The traumatic experiences of 3 decades ago are still indelibly lined on McLeod's memory, informed by the hundreds of letters she received after writing Betrayal, her personal account of the legal case written 10 years after it concluded.
Here's a book of letters I got. And these are not all from Adventist people. These are letters from women and men all over the country who have experienced similar things. I got a letter from a librarian in Texas who talked about the library system and how women were paid in the library system and how they needed someone like me at the library system down there. Here's another book. Look at these letters. And some of these letters did not approve of what I did. Some of these letters loved what I did. But a lot of these letters are telling me life stories of other people, their experience. Many of these were written by men who observed their mothers working for the denomination and how unfairly their mothers were paid all those years. Their mothers had now died, and these were elderly men who wrote me these letters. And I may do something someday with all of these letters. But the response made me know that this was an important book, it was an important story, and I'm thrilled that I had the opportunity to find a publisher to put it out.
Fortunately, Merikay remembers with passion but without rancor, and she shows a strong, faith-filled core of her life that continues to serve her well.
But I would say, 30 years later, and totally removed from the press and that whole political power structure, that I'm enjoying life. I have a wonderful husband. I have a beautiful home. I do my writing. I have my little causes. And, you know, I try to nurture my relationship with God and my relationship with Jesus. I try to see them and be in connection during my work hours and at home. And my personal drive at this time in life is a spiritual drive, and that is to learn more about my relationship with God and God's view of me, and to try to understand this amazing character in the New Testament called Jesus.